appreciate the gracious invitation, and I sure appreciate the warm welcome. Archbishop Hebda, thank you for your good words. You did so well in filling in for my good friend, Archbishop John Myers, who I'm sorry has a problem with his throat and his voice. Neither Archbishop Hebda nor I have trouble with our throat, our voice, or our chewing, all right?
Excuse me.
You are an inspiration to me. I spend most of my days hearing about the problems of the church. I spend most of my time hearing about the people who are leaving or who have grown lackluster in their faith. And to come and see 2,000 men who have given up a wonderful Saturday as spring is just arriving, it does my heart good. And I join Archbishop Hebda in thanking you for the inspiration you give to me as one of your pastors. Your presence, your devoting a day at the cost of sacrifice, is especially appropriate during Lent as we accompany Jesus on the way to his passion, death, and resurrection. And the theme of our day is particularly appropriate, is it not? Be not afraid. Now, for a New Yorker, I needed to hear that before I drove over to New Jersey. I can't. Hey, stick around, there's more. I've been Archbishop of New York for 5 years, and I can't figure out the trepidation, the fear that many New Yorkers have about coming over to New Jersey. Yesterday I was with a group of people and they said, Cardinal, what's your weekend like? And I said, well, I'm going over to New Jersey. I'm looking forward to tomorrow morning. And they kind of looked at me and they said, do you have your visa? What took you so long? Did you get your shots? I don't know. Is there anybody here from New York City who can back me up on that? Oh, good. Good to see some New Yorkers here. Don't you dare put anything in the collection tonight, all right? Would have been here a little earlier, but we got hung up on the George Washington Bridge. When I finally got at the end, I said to the guy, I said, what'd you hold me up for? I like the guy. You know? And then we got lost on the way here, and we had to stop in a neighbor. This is beautiful here, but there were a couple rough areas that we were going through on the way here, and we were lost. So finally, Father Cruz, my secretary, I said, we better pull over and ask directions. So it wasn't the best neighborhood, and there was kind of a gang of toughs on the steps. They were smoking cigarettes, they had tattoos, their motorcycles were there, but we were lost and we didn't have much of a chance. So we stopped and I rolled down my window and I said, fellas, could you help me out? And finally one of the guys came over and he said, yeah, Father, what do you want? And I said, well, we've lost our way to Seton Hall University. I got to give a talk there. Could you help me? Could you help me? And he said, sure. And he told me how to get to Seton Hall University. And then he said, oh, what's your talk on? And I said, well, it's how to get to heaven. And he just turned to the other guys. He said, get to heaven? Hell, you can't even find your way to Seton Hall University. But I can't. Where'd the drummer go? We New Yorkers can't complain though, because now, well, we got problems of our own with things are so bad. I don't know if you heard about the changes in the tolls. As you leave New York City, it's a $10 toll. And if you come back, they give you $100. That's how bad things are. I don't know if I should bring this up or not, Dr. Esteban, but my sympathies on the defeat last night. Boy, you did us proud, though. Didn't Seton Hall do us proud? As I came in, I said to one of the parking attendants, I said, oh boy, how about Providence College? And he said, oh, tell Providence College to go to hell. I said, whoa, wait a minute. I said, Providence College, it's Catholic, and Seton Hall is Catholic. We shouldn't say go to hell. He said, well, tell them to go to purgatory. So we got a little bit of an improvement anyway. I mean, it's an inspiration to be with you. My brother bishops who are here, Bishop Cruz and Bishop Arias, it is good to be with you. Thank you for your company. You know the two of your great auxiliary bishops. Stand up, Bishop Cruz and Bishop Arias. Dr. Esteban, thanks again for your gracious hospitality, and thank you for being such a phenomenal university president who brags about the fact that Seton Hall is a uniquely Catholic university. Way to go. I know there are many brother priests here, and I'm very grateful they are, because you're going to give them a workout later in the sacrament of penance. So, brother priests, we appreciate your company. Way to go. I know we've got deacons here, I know we've got seminarians here, I know we've got some religious brothers here. I'd say hallelujah, but I can't because it's Lent, all right? It's good to see you all. And brothers and sisters, brothers in Christ Jesus, one and all, Archbishop Hebda, the gracious sentiments you expressed to me, I reciprocate. You've got a real winner in your coadjutor bishop here. I do miss Archbishop Myers. I love him. I consider him a friend and a mentor and a good example. And I had a good talk with him last night as he was close to tears and saying that he couldn't be here today or to be with me. So I promised him our love and our prayerful solidarity, and I know I speak for all of you in that. Archbishop Hebda is, well, you know, Bishop Arias and Bishop Cruz are the auxiliary bishops of the Archdiocese of Newark. Archbishop Hebda is the coadjutor Archbishop of Newark, right? You know the difference. That means when Archbishop Myers either retires or, God forbid, not in the near future, goes to the Lord, he will be the next Archbishop. So here's the difference. When Bishop Cruz and Bishop Arias greet Archbishop Myers in the morning, they say, oh, good morning, Your Grace. When Archbishop Hebda greets him, he says, good morning, Your Grace. How are you feeling? Now, thank God at the beginning, I said, because when he went in to visit Archbishop Myers for the first time, I said, Bernie, you might want to take the stethoscope and the blood pressure down. That would not be the best. Am I ever happy to see him here? Now, I'm not bragging, but, you know, you get asked about when you're a cardinal, or when I was president of the conference, you get asked about different candidates and great guys who Rome knows have immense talent and who are probably going to be called to serve in a bigger place. And so when I got the inquiry on then Bishop Hebda, and they said, what kind of diocese or archdiocese do you think he'd want to go to? And I said, well, certainly one with a lot of diners. So I am really glad. Don't say that Rome doesn't listen, all right? Now this is where we might really need the drum roll, folks, because I'm going to attempt some words in Spanish, okay? Mis queridos hermanos en Cristo, estoy muy